Welcome back to Minecraft Dungeons, and just double checking, yes, we are recording, so I can be a little less stressed about it. We're going back to the creepy crypt where we were really hung up our first time through on default, but I mean, hopefully our first time through on adventure, it won't be that way. We got an incredible bow, we got an incredible everything except our sword. Our sword is still severely lacking, and we're just using it because it's convenient. Now, thinking about this, why, I don't remember why we don't have our soul healing thing. We did switch to a soul bow. I do remember this. It is pretty interesting. Wait, did it go through him? Ah, so instead of just knocking him back forever. Interesting. We're learning new things every time. If you wanted to learn how these arrows work, you're learning just alongside with me, because all of this does seem to be new. Now, I did finally get those O-rings for my keyboard, so we will find out together, unless you choose to ignore all of this new information, whether or not these key presses are actually quieter. Hopefully they're just silent, but that seems to be a little too much to ask for at this point in time. So we're at least hoping that they're slightly quieter, so you don't have to be as annoyed as always. Like, the skeleton thinks he can run, but he really can't. We really can't take out these creepers in just one run up and stab. We don't have enough damage, so we should be under no illusion. I think that guy's legs fell through the floor. I don't think that's normal. Like, I mean, I have never had that happen to me personally. I hope no one else is having that happen to them. I love stunning the creepers mid-explosion. Then they're just like a little light display. But look at this. Our attacks are so weak. Is it really worth the souls if we're not healing from it? Let's see. I want to just clear out some more enemies around here, just so I can take the time to look at this. So 2261. This one is a unique broadsword. We did randomly roll this. It does at least twice as much damage with every single hit, and we could clearly have it upgraded to do even more. So why wouldn't we? Oh, sorry, I keep burping a little bit. That's not good. You probably don't want to know that. But now you know. And the more you know, the more you know. I don't know where I was going with that. But this, I think it's time to actually get rid of it. Like, we want Anima Conduit on something else. Enigma Resonator. Oh yeah, that's the crit one. We need, sadly, to get rid of my absolutely favorite enchantment combo. We get 12 enchantments back. We'll see how this goes, or do we want to just try out the gravity thing? I think we just want to... It pulls in enemies, and it'll do what? Do we want swirling, or do we want shockwave? We're definitely going to go for a strong enchantment this time. A swirling attack damaging nearby enemies. Well, the hammer's going to be pulling in enemies, so we should at least do that. Weakening, reduce their damage. Nah, we want to do extra damage to the already weak ones. Now let's see, this one, we can upgrade it once more. We need 3 levels to get to 79. We're probably going to trash the gravity hammer. Hammer of gravity, if you want to be so specific. And then get to trying the broadsword in just a moment. But this should be interesting. So we're not going to be healing as much, so we got to be a little stressed about that, but we should be doing enough damage to make up for it. So almost one-shotting these guys. Did we just one-shot the creeper? I mean, that was an arrow shot, but Let's see. We do take them out in one go. The ones near it, we don't. What was that? I'm very confused as to what the heck that was. So we got another soul bow, which is theoretically better. We're gonna see if we can get to crush some enemies before the strength runs out. Just to really test how useful this hammer is once it's like fully powered up. Though it seems we might not be able to run fast enough. This is, I mean, if we don't run the correct direction, we definitely can't make it in time. Okay, anyways, we'll check this new bow. 39 versus that one. What does it have? We do have piercing. You know I love it. That is exactly what I want. Has a chance to fire 5 arrows in all directions on impact. That might be like exactly what we're looking for. If it pierces all of them and has a chance to explode more arrows every single time? Or is it just saying it'll only break off into more arrows when it like hits its final goal, which would be at this point, I guess, a wall or something? Look at that. Look, I mean, you know what? The thing I think I was very confused about hitting before, I think it was a spider. That's my best guess at this point in time. There was a chest. No way. There was no way we could get to that. We got to go around. Okay. Before the creeper comes in to kill us, we are at least stunning things. Not with the hammer, but with our armor. Yeah, we got a lot to traverse. So it is a good thing that we have these boots. Otherwise, who knows how many years or weeks or decades it could take us. That is not the right order of escalation, but it is enough to where I feel like we're all on the same page thinking we don't want it to take too long. Our attacks aren't that fast, but we do keep pulling in more enemies to hit. And, oh, that's the shockwave. It's the last attack in the combo, and our combo is 1, right? So we're just doing a shockwave every single hit and pulling in enemies. I feel like we made the right decision. Look at that. Look at that. If only the base damage was slightly higher. Oh, he's stunned. And we can't let these guys get away. Basically, we're doing great. I don't think there's too much to worry about. If we really need to, we do have ranged attacks. We still have our just normal health potion. But I don't think we're going to be needing it at this point. Maybe if we start finding some tougher enemies, but on Adventure 2 difficulty, it seems like a walk in the park. We can't attack very fast, though. We do great splash damage, so we don't have to worry about crowds too much. We might want to think about taking the projectile protection, because I mean, if you can see what's currently injuring us, the thing that's hurting us the most right now is projectiles. Let's take them out. Hopefully those creepers are slow enough. Yeah, just wanted to get them all in one go. Beautiful. Was that 1 emerald? Come on, guys. Who's going into the crypts and then leaving only 1 emerald in a vase? A vase. I don't know. How do you prefer to say it? I think I'm more of a vase person, but when I want to annoy somebody, I'm definitely a vase person. You know? If you just wanna win an argument, you just gotta start saying vase. Because then they'll be like, I guess he's more informed than we had originally assumed. And we're on our way out of this area. And now it's just how fast can we get to our next destination. Going up to the right, coming back around to the left. It's pretty simple at this point. We're just going in, crushing everything that we find. Those wraiths still survive for a little bit, but not when we don't want them to. Because we have the capabilities like the world has never seen. Why did we assassinate that one and not the wraith? I have no idea. I probably should have done the other one. But in the heat of battle, with those like 3,500 enemies around us, I didn't know what else to do. Just got all this gravity. Look at this. Everything is going is going great for us. The world is moving up. Look at that. We're just critting everybody with those slow flying arrows and just waiting to kill the spider. He stuck us in place. What are we gonna do but wait? I mean, I still have no armor that allows me to just kind of ignore being stuck to the ground by a spider. That would be pretty interesting. If it was an enchantment, I would say it's probably not worth it. If it was just a special base effect of an armor, I mean, definitely, I'd rather have it than not have it. When we miss one of the creepers, we do feel a little saddened. Look at that. The crits are coming out like crazy. I still prefer definitely archery over melee, but maybe it's because we're not popping off with the right melee weapon. I feel like we're always choosing a melee weapon that can get the job done overall, but definitely not the best one for the job. You know, we're taking something that allows us to go from point A to point B, but not in a straight line. We're going some wonky path that ultimately ends up getting us to the finish line, but not in any reasonable amount of time. We have to go all the way down and back there if we want to find everything and accomplish everything. And I think at this point we do. Now bear with me, it's probably because everything that we could get here is going to be a base strength higher than everything that we have. Well, not necessarily, but it's going to be higher than the level that we are. So we will at least be finding things to improve with. And there's more chests over there. We gotta go back. We gotta. You just can't. You can't pass up golden opportunities handed to you on a silver platter. If you think you're better than that, well, for one, I'm gonna go with you probably aren't. You're being a little too full of yourself. And if you are, I mean, congrats. You're probably incredible. But we're going down and we're moving on. What is this? We gotta open the gates. Now is our first real test of strength with the gravity hammer. If we can just go here and just keep stunning everything. The only qualm we have is with those ranged characters. The ranged enemies. Like, they're doing some work, but are they doing enough? We might want to swap. I mean, we definitely should swap back to the healing thing instead of this roll, because it's not doing that much work for us. Like, yeah, it helps a little bit for mobility's sake, but we don't really need it. Oh, we still got strength for a tiny amount of time, so might as well use it while we can. Look at that. When we're just critting everything, 847 damage. I'm excited to get to the point where, like, we have a weapon that just in general deals like 1,000+ damage. And then we're like, oh, we're only critting for 3 mil. What is this game? I thought it promised upgrades. When we dream of utopia and we achieve it finally for the first time, it very quickly becomes commonplace. So right now, we want some crazy damage, but if we get crazy damage, we'll just be like, hey, this is just normal damage. What's going on? We need more. And that greed allows us to get further every time. Because if our dreams are high, we can aim for the stars and at least hopefully get to the moon. And if we're at the moon, hopefully we can aim for Mars. You know, incremental change, but we have to dream big. If we cannot think of even getting to Jupiter, we will never get there. Oh, so we had to go this way anyways. Let's do the fight. This should be pretty simple. If we can get the enemies in close enough to us, while minimizing the amount of ranged attackers far away, I don't see us having any stress over any of these fights. I mean, was it a waste? Only if you knew. Only if you knew that it would be a waste. Let's swap this one out, so we can at least get in some additional healing. So we have a lot left to explore in here before we leave. And then additionally, the fact that I have to remember that outside of the creepy crypt, there's still quite a bit to do before we move on. We got a worse soul bow. Maybe it has better enchantments. In my eyes, probably not. Because, I mean, you know me already. I don't know if I'll ever take seriously a bow that does not have piercing. Besides the explosion crossbow. Because clearly we found out that piercing made it absolute garbage. Look at this. Gravity hammer for the win. Unique weapons are a great boon to us. They do a lot, and they have tons of special effects, but more than that, they're just cool looking. And isn't that what this game is all about? Is how cool can you be while raiding these dungeons? Look at that. We even got a new bow. Soul bows left and right. Can I get out of here? They're not making it challenging. They're just making me annoyed. Look at that. You call this damage? I will run through the fire to get you. I don't even have to path around anymore. We're doing so much damage. Now's maybe the time that we choose to move on. And instead of doing the recommended, or at least lowest difficulty that we can actually do, we move up to something a little bit harder. We definitely can't go to Adventure 6, though, because we haven't gotten really any more defense. And those guys practically two-shot you. And that's every single enemy. Not just like creepers will take you out quickly, but literally the zombies, which are currently just kind of cannon fodder at this point. It's fine that we're going through them all, because some things are still offering us a challenge. Generally, the spider creeper combo. I don't know how you feel about it, but that's where I'm at. Also, with these like super crit arrows, I mean, we're gonna be solid, even if we have to manually fight something. Because look at that. That's a little crazy. Do you think that's too much damage too fast? Oh, and our arrows just crit normally. I forgot. That's not a thing dealing with our artifact. Our artifact just makes the arrows slow and like really interesting looking. Look at this. They're so stunned from our snowballs that they can't do anything. If you have a specific build that you want me to try out, just let me know. I might do it. I might not. We'll have to wait and see. If I have the capabilities, I don't know why I wouldn't at least try it. I'm very excited when we can get to the level where we can handle having extra stuff. Like when we have enough extra enchantment points where we can carry 2 sets of armor. So I can keep my favorite one, and then I can just keep swapping out to try new things. That's really the part I think I'm most excited for at this point. Is being able to just have multiple builds. And I know you're thinking you could just have multiple characters, but I don't want to have to do it all on multiple characters. I want to be a completionist. I want to do it all with one at least. Then maybe we'll go on to 2nd and 3rd, maybe 4th. I don't know. It depends. It depends on how much we enjoy this game after we've beaten it 3 times. Once on every difficulty. I'm assuming we'll like it enough to stick with it for quite a long time, because I am still having a blast and I don't see that to be wearing off anytime soon. These arrows are so freaking awesome. Like, look at that. They're just going in and just critting everything. Especially the slow ones, because like they just keep hitting the same target just time and time again. Does it only give us 3 arrows? Yeah, but do we even need the 3 arrows? Not really. We'd be fine if we only had 2 arrows. I mean, of course I would like more than that, but as far as need goes, I mean, we don't. I don't know if we should even, like, what should we be spending our emeralds on? Do you think we'll unlock a new shop in adventure mode? I don't think so. I don't know what the shop would even be for. Unless it unlocked, like, if there was not an additional thing to get, like, we already have artifacts, equipment, and weapons. That's all covered. So what would even be left? They would have to give us, I guess, another special slot or some other upgrade for there to be any consideration as to opening another shop. We gotta go, crap, we gotta go down and then back this way. So much to do. That's the thing about the creepy crypt. You think it's just a small little thing on the side, but it's actually incredibly massive and takes a long time. But the more damage you do, the faster you can do that damage, the faster you can get through here. Look at that. Especially if you crit everything. Then you're just solid. Is he blue? I think we might have slowed him down. Okay, we do have to go in this room at least. Ah, finally, a worthy opponent. Now these are just childish. You call these waves of enemies? Nah. This is nothing. I'll show you a wave of enemy if you really want. All you do is just take the numbers we had to fight here and then multiply it by like 40 or 50. Then you get what we consider to be a challenge. But right now we're doing pretty solid. We're doing pretty solid. Somehow I missed that, which is fine. You know, we're not perfect. Po Buddy's Nerfix. Oh, we got him as well. I think that is truly everything over here. We have to go this way, get those, then loop back to that, and then go around, and then to that, and then over to that, and then we can go back. I don't know. Lots to do, lots to see. We hopefully can find the obsidian chest. I would be very happy to find it, and then also we might be able to get something interesting. Maybe a diamond pickaxe that is actually a level in which it's useful. How did we miss that? Perfect. The other thing that's nice about the soul arrows is that they go through walls. Like, if that doesn't amaze you, I don't know what will. We found yet another chest. This time just money, but riches are, I mean, I'll settle for riches. We're almost level 35. I don't believe that that is enough for us to level anything up. I don't think we found a soul pickaxe either. That's one of the few, like, soul weapons that we haven't had, is a soul pickaxe. Yeah, we gotta go around. Okay, so we just gotta follow the exit path for the time being. Would we be doing more damage if we didn't have the soul armor? Yes. We'd also be doing less healing and less speed stealing, so I don't know. There's so much to think about. And all of those things I just kind of don't want to sometimes. I try to consider everything equally, but some things just get a little bit tossed by the wayside, not because I don't care, but because there's just so much to think about when it comes to this game. We gotta go down here and just take out this one corridor, because we could get some more emeralds from it. Look at that. Was it worth it? Yes. We also got more XP, making it so we're ever closer to level 35. Yeah, we gotta go down and around the horn, out the door. Once we get to that juncture, we gotta go to the right. Oh my. Is it not this one? The next one. But stopping to even just think about it provides me with some great confusion. We're going up and to the side here. This is an area that we just kind of missed. Okay, there's some things and we got them all. Now, I don't believe there was really much else to be missed. I hate these walls over here. Okay, so we can come over for some emeralds, but I can't see anything. Who thought that was a good idea? Just blind me with a wall? I don't know. Personally, I would say it's not the best decision. We have to go back. Wait, which way is back? This way, okay. And we're going up. We gotta go up. It wants us to leave the crypts, but we want to explore. I don't know. We're probably gonna miss a lot of things because there's 6 total secrets. There's 18 chests. I don't believe that we will find everything. That's just too much. There's too much for me to keep track of. If we find it all, that's incredible. We found it all. And we'll at least do our best, but don't be too upset if this isn't an all secrets, all chests run. I would like to get a slightly stronger build. You know what? Our first attempt at getting all of the secrets will be in there. I mean, that's what the obsidian chest room at least looks like. Does it have the skull? It does, in fact, have the skull. So the wall is going to open, and we are going to be greeted by, what is that guy doing? Get out of here. Just keep critting. That's like the only way to take care of him. Okay, obsidian chest. There it is. Hunter's armor? Are you kidding me? That's of equal strength to what we have? No, that's... I'm sorry, sir, we put forth too much effort to have that as the reward. Okay, well, he's a bit stronger than I would have thought. Just keep shooting him and not missing, and then hopefully we can get some crits. And we managed to get 0, but... I mean, that was always a possibility that we had to accept. If only, like, critting somebody made us faster. Because we could just be tossing out arrows to go about 150,000 miles an hour. Because the crits are just coming out of right field, left field. They're happening all the time. I don't know how you want me to describe it. But if you're looking at the same game that I'm seeing, just crits everywhere. The purple skeletons are a little obnoxious. We don't have enough souls. Interesting. So maybe, let's see. When it comes to actually taking damage relatively continuously, it seems that we can't handle it. So many soul bows. Like, it took us forever to get the first one, and now they're just kind of old hat. Not to me, though. I mean, every single one is special in its own way. I feel like until we get to the highest difficulty, we're not really going to find many things that have 3 enchantments. We can check, at least see all of our new things, which are down here. 2 enchantments, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, that one has crits there. I don't know. There's a lot of different things that we could really be focusing on. There's a lot of stuff over there. I believe the exit is that way. And if it's that way, we should be going this way. That would be for the best. Okay, there's this one skeleton, so we'll at least get something out of this. I believe it's just one chest, but we'll see. Our worst enemies right now are in fact these skeletons, because a whole host of them could really put in a lot of work in taking out our health. Just a regular chest, but I mean, that's fine. We still get emeralds from it. Not a downside to just do some solid work for a solid payout. If we could take out like little bounties that we're just like, we'll give you 5, 6 emeralds if you kill this many skeletons, I'd do it. Because that's basically what we just did there. Okay, that's the exit. So I was wrong about the exit beforehand. Hopefully, I'm not... that means we do have to go that complete opposite direction at some point. Hopefully, at no time soon. Look at that. So many crits going on through there. That's why it's worth it. Oh, they got gravity pulse? So if we're just far enough away, then the gravity pulse doesn't matter. So we're not exactly one-shotting all of these things, but we are at least coming reasonably close. I don't like what is happening there. Let's see, can we find anybody reasonably worthwhile to crit? I don't think so. Critting all of them is about the best we can do. No secrets down this corridor, nothing this way, just kind of formalities of just taking out everything to get that 100% expiration. Did we go this way already? No. Let's see. At first it seemed like we did because there was nothing there, but I guess sometimes it just doesn't spawn enemies that close or that frequently. We still have at least a couple more of those like trap rooms where in order to get the emeralds we gotta fight some stuff. It seems that usually like 2 or 3 of them spawn, so we gotta get to at least 2 more, I think, or at least 1 more. I don't know how many there are. We'll hopefully find all of them. There are a lot of these, like the two tomb corridors, or two tomb rooms. The 2 tomb rooms are everywhere, and our speed is not nearly as high as I would like. I believe we do have the like soul siphon thing, but that might only be with our bow. Yeah, Enigma Resonator. So we only get speed off the Enigma Resonator if we are killing things with our bow, which is very strange. Or maybe it's only if, I don't know, maybe it's only if we actually absorb souls. Like if this is completely full, maybe we can't get anything from it. I'm not entirely sure. And anybody want to make that creeper stop slowing me down? I put in a request to the landlord to turn up the heat, and they're still sending me a chilling creeper. Come on, let's do this. Does it stun it enough? Are these all going to explode? No, but I mean, they're kind of just doing enough damage where it's basically that they exploded. And then if they exploded on top of that, we would be very, very sorry for ourselves. We got tons of arrows, so we could just throw them in and just hope that they crit. Like, look at that. A weak shot will still do hundreds of damage. We're taking the strength so we can fight this little skeleton army. Not that we really need it, but we're gonna take it. We always take any benefits that are present before us. I'm not somebody that'll say no to charity. If you want to give me power-ups, I will gladly take them. I won't be like, no, I can do it without you. I know that I can do it without them. But would I prefer it to be easier? Of course. What is that? Phantom armor? Something new. It's the 3rd part of the traditional wedding gifts. Something old, or 2nd part? Something old, something new. No, a part of 4 things. Something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. I'm not too into the whole wedding game, so if that's not entirely correct, just let me know. I would love to be more well informed on the topic, but I don't think I'm gonna do that on my own time. If I'm just being real with you. We gotta go this way. Just reminds me of the belt buckle fiasco. And it goes this way, and then it goes that way. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're very lucky. Let's see. We got some enemies that are annoying that we'll just hammer away at. I think that maybe the one way to improve the gravity hammer would be the one enchantment that makes you just like attack obscenely fast. Like there's a 10% chance that it happens, but then your attack speed goes up by like 50%. That one, rampaging, that's what it's called. You give my cerebellum just like a couple extra moments of processing time, and we can usually get to the end. I think now it's just kind of escape. There's that whole area over there. We got 4 out of 6 of the secrets. I mean, we'll do it, because we'll almost certainly end up being able to 100% this thing. No, that just wants me to leave. See, that was misleading. It misled me. It led me to a direction that I did not want to be led. And this room was also misleading. We don't want to go there. We want to go... I'm sorry. I can't do it. It's going to take so much extra time. Not that I don't want to spend the time playing this game. I just have other games to play, and also it's a lot of backtracking, but for a lot of who knows what. There might not even be any secrets back there. We still got to get through the entire Creeper Woods again, but this time in reverse. And who knows, there might be a lot of chests out here, always hidden in areas that I can't see them, like probably that one. That just seems to be like the ideal game design for the Creeper Woods area, is to just put things where I can't see and then make me go back. Because most of the time I will. If I can see the chest on the map, I'm definitely more willing to go back than if you just say, hey, there might be something. Like, you could go look, but it might not pay out. Nah, that's not how you get me. You get me by saying there is something. It might be garbage, but there's something. I'll go look for the garbage, as long as I know there might be garbage to look for. But the possibility of garbage, nah, that's not really what gets me going. It's what gets me to say, no thank you, I'd rather spend my time doing something else. Like, instead of backtracking on this level, we could be spending the time backtracking on the next level. And the next level will hopefully have better things than the level we're currently on. And then same goes for the next level. If we're on it, maybe the one afterwards will have even better things. Do we also have to go back into the crypt again? Phantom armor. Like, they introduce it to us, and then they're like, you really should be using this. So to cement that point, we're just going to give you a couple hundred sets. And hopefully one of them will pique your interest. By the fact that it says Phantom, I'm hoping that it is a soul-related armor. So let's see. We got 3 of them. 38's the best. Does have soul things. This one's got Snowball and Burning. Do any of these have Snowball? I mean, Snowball and then, I guess, Protection or Chilling. I don't know. See, the thing is, Burning is useful, especially because of the gravity of our hammer. I like doing Snowball, and then maybe we do Protection to just take less damage, or Chilling so the attack speed of the enemies around us is lowered as well. Get that out of here. I should have thrown it that way. But also, how was I to know? Okay, I was trying to spam my health potion, and it turns out I just was clicking nothing at all. Sometimes I move my hand just a little bit, and it is my downfall. I'll take that. The onus is clearly on me. But I will do better, I promise. Well, I can't promise to do better. I'll promise to try to do better. If I do better, if I don't do better, I guess that's just whether or not I can succeed at the task that I appoint myself. But I'll at least attempt to get better. So there, that's the contract, the promise we've made with each other. Like, can we just get some of these out of the way? Too many arrows coming in at once. Look at that. I don't really know how useful the burning damage is. It seems like it's very little, but we are just stacking it with all of the other damages that we have. So it could ultimately add up to being a lot, especially since we're doing like this swirl attack every single hit. But I think we should just wait to save up our next thing for the opportunity to upgrade the swirl attack even more, because then it's like we're attacking twice. You know what? Maybe Phantom or Echo? The thing that makes our attack happen 2 times. That might end up being the best thing to combo with what we have. Like the best item synergy you can think of. I don't know. If you have better ideas, throw them down in the comments. I would love to figure out how to improve at this. While not necessarily just going online and finding out literally the best thing because someone sat down with a couple calculators and Excel spreadsheets and just figured it all out. I like more of just the multiple people conjecturing and maybe somebody's right. And then you just kind of go off of feel. Like what feels like it's the best. Because if something is doing slightly more damage but it doesn't feel like it's more powerful, then I probably don't want to do it. Because, I mean, we're playing a game. We're having fun. We don't really need to optimize everything. But if we felt like we optimized everything, it'd be pretty cool. Where on this map? So there's just problems down this way. So hopefully we can crit them out of here. Okay, and then we'll just do normal arrow crits. Because if they crit, they do a lot more damage. 421? I mean, it's like we shot them 3 times. Come on. Why is nothing critting? There we go. It always seems to crit like right at the tail end. When it should be doing like when we don't need it to be doing a lot of damage, really. That's when it tends to do a lot. Of course, that's probably just confirmation bias. That, I believe one of them had gravity, or I just rolled into them. I was trying to roll away to the best of my abilities. Let's see, do they have gravity pulse? Maybe the other one did. One that's dead. Thorns electrified. I probably shouldn't just stand around and just take it. Like, I'm not that strong where I can just sit around and take a lot of extra damage. The enemies are doing a lot. We're taking a lot, but we also can heal up a lot off of all these hits. Nothing left in here as far as I can tell, so we're just headed out. So much left in Creeper Woods still. Creepy Crypt, Creeper Woods. It's all a little sketchy in the forest, you know? Just it's a real freaky forest. A scary swamp. A frightful fen. Let me think. What would go with ravine? A rage-filled ravine? That's not like, doesn't give the connotation that it's scary though. I don't know. You can come up with your own alliterative things. The alliterative maps are the best. Because they're easier to remember too. But like Obsidian Pinnacle, I mean, it's a cool name, but if you want me to remember it, you gotta name it like Obsidian Ossuary or something. Of course, that's just a completely different thing, but I'd remember it, wouldn't I? I mean, you'd remember it too. Where's the chest? It's... Ah, there it is. Like, without the map, I feel like we would miss most things. We gotta go that way. So we'll go this way just a little bit. We got 1 extra secret, 3 chests, and that whole section of unexplored crypt. So who really knows what we're missing? I really want to take a lot of elements from this game and then just put them into my own Minecraft builds. Especially just these paths. The fact that the walls are high enough where you can't go over top is like really awesome. Like for me, I think it's great. The fact that you can only go through these like small ravines. That way you can direct your players how you want them to go. Unless they really want to like dig out, they can. But as far as like the journey aspect goes, you can get people to travel along a path without just making like a dirt path and hoping they walk on it. You can make it so they kind of have to walk on it. This, I think, is the last secret. Not the last chest. We probably missed 2 in the crypt, but as far as secrets go, that should be the last one. Yeah, we got all 6. So we did 100% the secrets on this one, but we did not manage to get all of the chests. We might run into more. Don't get your hopes up. It would be way too fortunate if we managed to skip that area of the crypt and there was actually nothing there. That's exactly what I want to have happen, don't get me wrong, but I mean, we got to be realistic to some degree, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. You can get your hopes up, but don't get your hopes up so high that you disappoint yourself. Look at this. These enemies are going down. And you just throw in 1 super crit arrow to just knock them all away, and then gravity hammer to just bring them all back in. I'm trying to remember. Does it spawn a lot of enemies at the end? Like, when we get up here, do we have to fight something? I don't think so. I think that little horde of Illagers was the last of it, but we'll see. There might be some spawns. No, that's it. We're done. Oh, we made it through the creepy crypt. Hopefully we can unlock other extra areas like this one by doing things in other maps. I don't know if that's possible. We might just have all of the maps that exist unlocked. We just gotta find out what's in this obsidian chest, and then we'll be good. Hopefully it's something incredible. I'm gonna go through all of the bows and equipment that we got in between things. I mean, a better boost of swiftness is like a significantly better boost of swiftness. By 0.2 seconds, that's what about 20 levels gets you. The improvements are not big, but they are improvements nonetheless. Anyways, that'll be all for now. Thanks for coming along on the journey. If you liked it, like. If you want to subscribe to see more in the future, you can do that. And if you do, hit the bell icon, then you'll really know that more things are happening. If you dislike it, hit the dislike button. For now, that'll be all. See you on the next one. Goodbye.